All right, guys, we're gonna get started. It's gonna be a shorter presentation today. Just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the 1% rule and how that's applicable to us, real estate agents, mortgage professionals. Uh, can you guys type a one if you guys can hear me okay and you guys can see my screen? Just I've had this happen many times where I just go on and on and on and it doesn't work at the end. So just type in a one if you guys can hear me. I can see a couple comments. 111. All right, good, good. All right, guys, welcome back. We do these every Thursday at 12. We also have another meeting on Wednesdays. If you guys want to practice your scripts and role play, we have a meeting with a 10X coach. He does role playing sessions every Wednesday at 9 a.m. If you guys want that link, go to join.realclosers.com to get it. We are there every week. So if you want to get better and kind of try to see how this 1% rule presentation today is applicable, Wednesdays 9 a.m. meetings are really good for you to practice on. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about what the 1% rule is and how that applies to us, right? So basically, the 1% rule has to do with allocating resources, time, effort very consistently over time, but only small portions. So for example, think about time, right? So 24 hours in a day, 1,440 minutes total. If you take 1% of that, is about 15 minutes. So in terms of time, if you're able to put at least 15 minutes a day into something that you're working on or working towards as a goal, if you're consistent enough, you will start to see results. Sometimes we are too busy doing things. Sometimes we are working on a lot of different things and tasks that we know are going to take us quite a bit of, a big chunk of our time during the week. We tend to continue to push them to the back. I'm not sure if this is some of the stuff you guys are doing, but things, for example, are you spending enough time working on your branding? Are you spending enough time working on video? Two of the things that are going to have a huge impact in your business over the next 6, 12, 24 months is spending time branding yourself, not your brokerage, but yourself. And how do you do that? You have social media platforms are free to use. You have video. So if you're not spending at least 15 minutes of your time daily into one of those activities, you are basically missing out in future business. Social media marketing, just like your sphere, if you're new in the business or if you've been doing this for a while, you know it takes time to build that momentum. So if you wait more and more time before you get started, then you're going to miss out on opportunities that are there already. So again, going back to video marketing, going back to your social media branding, these are things that, of course, is going to take a lot of time out of your week, out of your day to get consistent with. But if it's an activity that you have not done yet or that you have not done consistently, applying the 1% rule, again, in time, applying this 1% rule is going to help you get consistent. We're going to talk about the pros and cons of the 1% rule in a bit, but I want you to think about this as how can you improve your business? So a lot of different things are applicable to the 1% rule, and we're going to talk more about how specifically it helps you in real estate. So for example, skill development, right? We talk a lot about skills. As a real estate agent, you have a lot of different skills you need to hone in. Your sales scripts, your pitch, your way of talking to leads, buyers, sellers. Are you getting familiar with what's going on in the market right now? Spending around 15 minutes each day into an activity very consistently, you will start to see results. Self-development, right? So for example, there is a rule that if you spend 15 minutes playing an instrument over 100 days, you will get better than someone who is not doing it, right? So you're probably not going to get professional level, but it's another activity, another skill that you're adding to your tool set. Reading, practicing an instrument, a different language per se, maybe Spanish. I know here in Southern California, if you're not speaking Spanish, you are missing out on business. I know a lot of agents who don't speak Spanish at least try to, and they do get business, right? It's an additional avenue of getting more business. Spending 15 minutes a day trying to learn just a few words, a few sentences specific to inviting them to a conversation could make the world of difference when it comes to getting additional results from the Spanish market. Physical fitness. It's important to stay healthy. Something as simple as a 15-minute walk after a meal can improve your health. Taking 15 minutes a day just to put towards exercising can improve your mental health, and it can improve your business because now you're a little bit more relaxed. Sometimes we are spending too much time in front of a computer. We're spending too much time prospecting. But if you're not able to balance that with other activities, you will burn out. Another thing that you want to think about, relationships. Relationships are usually the base for a good business, right? Especially if you're married, have a significant other. I know I have to give time to my kids, to my wife, because if we don't spend that time together, it starts to affect everything we're doing, especially because my wife is a very important part of my business as well. She does a lot of the backend systems with me. So it's important that I find that balance. And you as an agent should find that balance, whether is your own family, kids, husband, wife, or even spending time nurturing relationships. How many of you guys actually spend time making phone calls to people that you already closed business with? How many of you guys are not only driving new traffic consistently into your pipeline, but at the same time, spending time with all clients? If you're brand new in the business that you're going to get in the next 3 to 6 years is going to be about referral business. How are you building that referral business right now? Building time, scheduling time out of your busy day to make these connections. So if you spend 15 minutes a day, apply that 1% rule to nurturing those relationships. If you have 100 people that you've closed business with in the last 6 months, in the last 6 years, spending 15 minutes could be 2 to 3 calls a day. Even checking in, sending a text message, sending an email, staying top of mind. And nowadays, with a lot of the tools that we have, CRMs, you have KV Core, you have Lofty, used to be Chime, you have the CRM that we offer, all built in with tools that can help you stay top of mind. So if you're not spending time setting these tools up every single day and reaching out to those potential referrals, you are going to be missing out. It's never too late to get started, but if you don't get started at all, you are not going to get the business that you want. And of course, personal growth, implementing this 1% into personal growth is very important. There's a 75-hard challenge. The biggest chunk of that challenge, besides fitness physically, is mental fitness, right? Being able to allocate time to read a chapter in a book, spending 10, 15 minutes a day, reading something new, learning. Tune out things that are not important to your business. Start getting more knowledge about your market. Start to get, in a community where they're going to help you grow. You have to be around people that are going to help you grow if you want to grow yourself. Again, going back to our Wednesday meetings, this is a group of agents where we practice role playing. And besides scripts and role play, there's a lot of questions that pop up around our current situation right now, around our market, right? And there's agents across the states that jump in and they have questions. So being around a community very consistently will help you improve your business. So some of the benefits, of course, of just applying the 1% rule is that you're going to get progressively good at something that you're doing, right? Because results are going to come from consistency over time. I always like to say that results with any activity that you do, whether it's new lead generation, whether it's calling your old leads, trying to get on the phone with brand new business, calling expireds, doing all these things consistently, it's what's going to get you the results that you want, but it's going to happen over time. So sometimes we want immediate results. I understand you want to get paid right away because as an agent, most of your business is going to come from the who's going to close this month, right? Who am I going to be able to close this month? And sometimes we concentrate so much in new business that we stop looking at old business. We bring in leads into our pipeline, we spend money, and then what do? We are not spending enough time building the systems in the back end to support the follow-up activity. Financial stability. The 1% rule always applies to being able to save money in real estate specifically. How can you start investing in properties so that you do have a return on cash flow, right? How do you apply that 1% rule? We're going to touch on that at a different time, but I want you to just start thinking about simple things like, as an agent, how do you build your wealth, right? Yes, you're going after the next deal every single time, but what are you doing in the back end? Are you also trying to invest the money that you make into making more money by investing in your business, by investing in real estate, right? A lot of agents don't own real estate. They have not gone through the process of actually buying or selling a property. So are you doing that? Are you looking ahead and trying to save money into building wealth through real estate, right? That's the one thing that we preach all the time. So how are we doing it ourselves? If you do not have any business right now, how are you attracting new business? Self-improvement can come in a lot of ways. For example, we talked about how applicable the 1% rule is into real estate. So we talked about media, social media. Are you making sure that you have content across all your social media platforms consistently? Consistently could be twice a day, once a day, 3 times a week. If you're doing it 3 times a week, are you doing it consistently week after week? Are you spending enough time trying to learn a new skill? Are you doing video marketing? Have you done, have you broken through that barrier of recording yourself and creating content for your audience? A lot of the content, if you guys want ideas on how to create content for social media, if you guys want free content, go to join.realclosers.com. We do offer free content to all of our, to any agent who wants to sign up with our community. Of course, if you want to work with us directly, we do help you throughout the entire process of building your marketing, working with your social media, making sure you have access to tech and tools that are needed, not only to promote yourself, but also to close transactions. So if you guys are interested in that, send us an email at support@housester.com. We do work with agents in California. We are a 100% commission brokerage. And those are a couple of the things that we encourage every agent to do. Work on your social media, post on social media consistently. It only takes about 15 minutes a day to schedule posts, to get content. Canva is a free tool. Type in real estate. There's already a lot of content out there for you. If you try to attack a lot of these activities in one go and spend 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, you're going to get tired. You're going to get bored, right? The benefit of applying this 1% rule is that you're doing little bits in increments, 15 minutes a day. Now, on the other hand, sticking to the 1% rule is not always beneficial, right? One of the things that you have to keep in mind is that with the 1% rule, you want to get progressively consistent and good and get results from that. However, there's a lot of activities that will give you more results if you spend more time. The 15-minute or the 1% rule is for you to start getting consistent with something. Once you find that consistency, once you find those results, then spend more time. But at least if you do this consistently with 15-minute increments every single day for a few weeks, you're going to build that routine. And once you build that routine, you're going to do consistently better with applying a little bit more time into that specific part of the business. Once you start to get results, there's a lot of people you can also hire to help you. VAs are a great way to expand your business. VAs are a great way to be able to delegate parts of your repetitive tasks. Social media, you can probably find someone on Fiverr or hire directly through a tool, onlinejobs.ph. We do have a quick training guide, like a PDF. If you guys are interested in expanding more on VAs, comment VAs and we'll send it to you. But basically what you want to do is get good at something with the 1% rule. But then when it starts to require more time and you start to see those results, be able to delegate. Because if you only stick to 15 minutes a day, you're going to limit how much you can grow doing that activity. Video, for example, video works. I can tell you 100% that video marketing works. If you spend 15 minutes a day for the next 3 months doing something around video, could be, Monday you record a video, Tuesday you edit that video. It could take you maybe 2-3 days to edit it if you want to do it yourself. And then Thursday you post or schedule that video, and then Friday you start over again. This will give you consistent video output at least twice a week, right? Get good and get better at that. You want more results? Do more video. You need help with scripts? Let us know. We can help you with that. Do more video, right? 2 videos a week, 3 videos a week, 4 videos a week. Once you get good, you're not going to have time to edit those videos, but those results are going to come. Therefore, delegating these tasks, the editing and the making the videos live and then taking them online on your social media platforms, that's the stuff that you want to delegate, because just like in real estate, the business is in getting more leads to conversations and appointments and closing, right? That's why you have a transaction coordinator to help you in the back end. They take care of all the back end while you go back out there and get more business. Same thing with your marketing. Initially, yes, you want to put in the time, you want to learn what you're doing, but then delegate. You put that money that you make back into your business. Rigidity, right? With the 1% rule, you're always breaking tasks into 1% of whatever effort you're looking at. We talked about time, 15 minutes. 15 minutes is a good way to get you consistent, but you do not want to always only spend 15 minutes once you start to get results. Short-term sacrifices, right? So how many things can you do? How many things can you do in a day? Are there 10 different tasks, right? If you're looking at 10 different things you want to do and you're going to only dedicate 15 minutes each, maybe that's too much. How are you going to fit that into your schedule? So you want to be aware of what's working for you and what you need help with, and then start spending time in increments for that new thing that you're trying out. Without going too far, going back to the same thing over and over again, right? Video marketing, it works. We can tell you and give you many examples and case studies and testimonials that when they've implemented video in their business, their results 10x. And the reason for that is, think about it, right? With video marketing, if you talk about the process of buying a home, okay? And you go through very in detail of the process of buying a home. Once you find that niche, right, which is going to be about, most likely for first-time home buyers, you can talk about the same thing over and over again. Continue to dive into the process of buying a home. What are the things you need? Get a loan officer with you. You're going to hold an open house, invite an loan officer to go with you. Ask him questions and record yourself. You're going to go through an inspection. What's an inspection? What's the point of an inspection? Why do you need an inspection? Show up at the inspection, right? You have to anyways when you do your avids. Show up at the inspections and ask the inspector a few questions. Talk to credit repair specialists, right? Talk to a loan officer again about different programs out there. I just saw a recording or an interview with the loan officer where he talked about verification of employment only programs out there, I-10 programs, right? There's a lot of agents out there that or buyers that have I-10 and just don't know that they need to that they can qualify for a loan. Do you even know that that's the case? Most I-10 programs are 10-15% down. Did you know that there are I-10 programs out there for 3.5%? Right? Rates may be a little higher, but it's the entry point in the conversation that you're going to get in order to attract more business into your pipeline. You can do all this with video, and guess what? Most of the complaints that we get from agents that we talk to all the time is they want leads, right? And not only leads, they want leads that can qualify. And the problem is that a lot of you guys are spending too much time on the phone qualifying leads. all the time, especially when you're bringing in leads through, social media platforms. But imagine having a lot of videos that talk about all the process that it takes, the requirements that you need in order to qualify for a loan, the different type of loan programs that people could qualify for, the credit score that you need in order to qualify, the down payment, closing costs, and all these different things that go into buying a home. Imagine having all that as a repository, right? Like a little YouTube channel within your account. So with that said, you're going to qualify people over time as they watch and look at your content, right? Specifically, if you're running ads, and you probably don't want to run ads on Facebook and Instagram if you don't have content like this. Facebook advertising is going to help you even bring more traction to your profile. And if it's not optimized with content, you're going to miss out on results. Your lead cost is going to go up. And there's a good portion of the traffic that looks at your stuff and then they do not click on that form, but it's content or traffic that you could capture over time. You're going to qualify that traffic with your video content. And then 3 months, 6 months after you start this process, you start to see people hitting you up for help. But the people that ask for your help now are further down the line because now they know they need a higher credit score. You've talked to a credit repair specialist. Now they know what they need to do in order to fix their credit. So there's a lot of different things, guys, that video can get you. This is just a short example. Do you need to be a superstar, a super influencer? Not really. Could it help if you add your own spin to things? Yes. But get familiar with accounts that are successful on Instagram, on Facebook, and just borrow some of that content, right? One of the things that we used to talk to all the time to Street Text, right? They're a platform for Facebook marketing. One of the things that they would always say is R&D, right? Research and development in tech. In real estate is basically rip and duplicate, right? Everything is out there. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. Just try it out. Stick to something. Spend at least 15 minutes a day working on it. And once you start to see those results, then expand on that. That's basically it. That's all we needed to or wanted to talk about today. I think that, we do these trainings every Thursday. We always talk about different things. We are looking to bring a tax guy, a tax professional next Thursday. It's our goal to discuss more about taxes for real estate and what do you need to be doing right now. I know we already went through 2023 tax season, but what do you need to do right now in order to get set up for 2024 taxes, right? What are the things you need to start saving, for taxes? Marketing is a huge spend that you can attribute to your overall write-offs as a contractor, right? As a real estate agent, you're a 1099. So what are you doing in order to get set up for 2024 taxes? So I hope that helps, guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send us a quick message, send us an email at support@housester.com. If you guys want access to that short training that we put together for how to hire a virtual assistant, just comment VA, we'll send it to you, or send us an email, support@Houster, we'll send it to you. All right, so that's all we had for today, guys. We really appreciate you showing up here, and hopefully this training made some sort of impact. Xiomara, can you take down Santi real information? We'll send it to him. Santi, we should have the email for Santi, right? Because it's okay, cool. All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your week, rest of your day. Remember, it's only Thursday. Denise, okay, we'll send it to Denise as well. It's only Thursday, guys. Go out there. Mother's Day weekend. It's on Sunday. Spend quality time with your family, but at the same time, try to fit in at least 15 minutes of your day into prospecting. If you guys need additional help, additional support, remember, join.realclosers.com. is a great community to be a part of right now. We're still building the blocks to the overall community. We are offering a lot of free content. And also, we're putting together courses to help you get better, not only on attracting new business and getting better on the sales process, but also what can you do to get better at an actual listing presentation. We're putting together and giving you access to listing presentation templates. Do you already have a menu of services that you offer? People are asking right now, what am I going to pay you in commission? Those are the things that we're talking about in these courses. So check out join.realclosers.com. Stick around with our little community that we're building right now. It is a bigger Facebook group, but now we're building it on a different platform, on Circle. That's the name of the platform. So go to join.realclosers.com. You get a lot of free content, memes for your business, but it only works if you put in the time to use all that content. All right, guys. So thank you so much for being here today, and I'll see you again on either Wednesday or Thursday next week. Have a good day. Thank you. Always, have issues, Shimada, trying to find the the end meeting. Let me see. Got it. Got it. There you go. All right. Thank you. Oh, I lost it again. And